All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Bullets, Barbells, and Barbecue podcast. I'm your host, Brett. I got Chris, the artist formerly known as Heavy C. I got multiple injuries, Matt. And Tanner the Head is still not with us.
Clapping.
I don't think anybody's sad though. So
Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Anyway, Tanner's not here. But anyway, we are our show partners, Elite Nutrition. Check them out at elitenutritionomaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. Go to stores in Omaha or Lincoln. Yell B3.
Get a free shaker.
We also have Rosewood Block. Make the best cutting boards in barbecue. They're fully customizable. Check them out at rosewoodblock.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off there as well. I think most people know of our dozens of fans, but we do have fans in other countries. I think people listen to us. We record at the Mecca, Omaha Barbell. This is coming up on our 12-year anniversary of opening. And Matt's been here for, 11?
You guys, because yeah, December.
We opened in December of 2012.
So I came in May of 13. Paused my membership 2 days after I joined.
Because he broke his ribs and scared Amber to death of bench press from the rest of her life.
Yep. And
He dropped 405 from the top on his chest with a bad spotter.
And then paused it again in October of that year when I tore my quads.
Who was
Yeah.
the spotter?
Is
Still around anymore?
No, he's not here.
No, I didn't know he was bad.
No.
Like I saw him lifting.
His brother's a good dude.
Right. Like I saw him hanging out with because right when you walked in the door, when the gym first opened, you walked in and there were two mono racks right there. And so they'd all be squatting and I saw him with part of that group. And when I came into bench, I was like, oh, well, he was with them. So he should be.
Because the
okay.
benches were just right next to the desk. So
Yeah.
when Matt almost died, Amber was literally 3 feet from the scenario happening.
Yeah.
And then he was fine until he got home and sneezed and then cracked his ribs.
Yeah, and that was a couple weeks even after. That was the worst. But yeah, it was Amber came over. So Amber was super nice. She came over. She's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I think fortunately it was Tony, Milt, and old man Mike
Yep.
were here. And so they came over, and then all they're doing is telling me about all the times that they got hurt. And oh, this isn't that bad. I was like, guys, shut up. I don't care.
Of course, you weren't there.
Amber's like,
Yeah.
you signed the waiver, right?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I get sit up.
She just slides the clipboard to him.
Here,
Yeah.
go ahead and initial right here if you would.
So I sit up
real
and
quick.
she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I think I might throw up. And so she just turns around and hands me a trash can and walks off. And then I'm like, she's like, do you need anything? I'm like, I just need to get to my car. And so she helped me out to the car, threw my bag in the trash. She's like, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. And then I drove to the ER.
Yeah.
It was fine. I came back.
He did.
But it was super awesome that I thought, so that happened on, I don't know what fucking day it was, but it was Saturday night maybe.
When that happened? That happened during the week because she worked during the week.
Yeah, it happened during the week, but Aaron left. Aaron went out of town that weekend because she was going down to the Chiefs-Raiders game, so I know she left. But it was that night that she left, whatever night that was, you had actually called, and you were like, hey. I was like, hey, this is Matt. You're like, hey, this is Brett from Omaha Barbell. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? You're like, are you okay? Did you die? And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I'll be fine. Just can't talk. Can't really breathe. Can't move. I can't wipe my own ass. But otherwise, I'm great. But it like that for me, wasn't the official say, but that was the fact that I'd been here for 3 days and that you called and you're like, hey man, did you die? Are you okay? Was
so glad you answered the phone right now.
God, yeah, because I had my lawyer on the other line.
Yeah.
We were going to draft up the paperwork.
Yeah.
But that was super cool. And so for me, that was all right, this place cares. It was cool.
And we were just open and it was a smaller, and we still try to, I know a majority of the people that are in here, I know something of them. Mm-hmm. I might not know everything or whatever, but I have a good idea, which was kind of always the idea.
I don't remember the exact year that I came in here. I think it was 13 or 14. I can't remember when I signed up.
And then when did you quit?
I was just going to say.
18?
18 or 19. 18 probably. Yeah.
Man, you are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. God. You know that song Friends Are Forever?
Yeah, I'm still here, ain't I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Shut up, Matt.
saying even after all the injuries and everything, like I still pay my deals, still show up. Still show up once or twice a month, get yoked, get hurt, go home.
Once or twice a month.
Yeah, I saw him get on the treadmill yesterday. I just looked at him.
Dude, that thing's fucking hard to walk on.
Because if you get
that
too
fancy one,
to the manual
Yeah.
one,
Mm-hmm.
when I first got it put together, I was like, I want to make sure it works, and I got towards the front of it, which is a bad idea.
Then it just goes fast.
Yeah, it just goes really fast.
after he first got it, I tried running on it, and I'm like, nope.
I watched people
Because
run on it, and I was like, oh my God, are they going to be able to stop? I'm just waiting for somebody to launch off the
Yeah,
back of it. I'm like,
'cause
are they going to stop?
I didn't. It's
Yeah.
a different. You have to get used to it for sure.
It's
yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. But
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
made for husky people.
No, it is. Weight-wise, it is.
Weight wise, yes. Usability and like walking, like the speed that it wants me to walk at is not my comfort speed.
No.
this thing's a little bit too much of an overachiever.
See, buddy?
Hold on a second.
I'm more of a the belt does the work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
listen,
mean-
I'm not late to my flight walking. Like, I need to slow this down a little
Yeah,
bit.
because I'm the
Bring
guy
it back
that.
a notch here.
Yeah, I'm the guy using the assisted walkway at the fucking airport.
Every fucking time.
I think that treadmill's a little judgy. It's like, all right, you need to pick it up a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to slide back towards the back. You can fuck off.
Yeah, that's how that thing is.
Yeah. I mean, we still try to be a community of like knowing people. You know, our big thing is always saying hi and bye to everybody that comes in and out here if we can. Because we're not a Globo gym. I don't ever want to be the Globo gym. I don't want to be. Somebody was talking to me the other day because they came from one of the gyms. It's like a $15 a month gym. And I'd have never wanted to be that scene because I don't want, and not all of them. So I don't want to like isolate. I don't want $15 a month people here because $15 a month people don't give a fuck about the community, the environment, the atmosphere, the culture, the equipment. There's some that are there because it's what they can afford, and that's fine. But they would rather not be there. You know those people that would rather not be there anyway. So I would rather not be that. I'm fine with the idea that when somebody comes in here, they can actually get on a piece of equipment, work out. We try to have the best equipment out there. But
yeah, like we were talking the other day about like, what does the gym need?
I don't think it needs anything.
I mean, we were like, aside from some weird shit, like a pendulum
Really
squat or
obscure,
something.
like,
Yeah.
oh, look at this. What is that?
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what
yeah,
that is.
there's not many bars we don't have, and that was our idea is to be. I was telling somebody the other day is like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not saying I want to be like Lifetime, like the marble countertops and the whatever. And Lifetime has a great thing they do. They know they're good at what they do.
Yeah, they offer the country club service.
They do, but they have like a million classes for people to do. They have like,
There's a pool,
there's a pool. There's like a
water
fucking,
slide.
there's like
Isn't there? I don't know.
there's like a salon. There's like a bar.
Yeah, isn't there like a deli? And there's like a restaurant or something there too, isn't there?
But I kind of like just being like we're not the glitz in there, but I would like the Lifetime of like strength sports. We have everything for someone in strength sports to get to the best they can. We've had beginners to 1,200 pound squatters come through here, Olympic lifters, CrossFitters, bodybuilders. I mean, that was kind of the idea. I don't mind Gen Pop people. They're great. But you know what? Most of those guys are a bunch of like kids playing grab ass, whatever, are probably going to go to a $15 a month gym.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the people here are doing something.
Doing something, whether it's chasing some weight loss or being in better shape or working with one of we have a bunch of great trainers here, working with them or trying to be the best at whatever strength sport they're
I think
doing.
it's cool, like whatever the culture and environment that's been built here. Like when you have meets here, there's a lot of people that they're never training powerlifting, right? But like they know that there's a meet here, they know that Barbell's hosting it, and a lot of people they train side by side, whether or not they know them or not. Like they're gonna do the meet,
Or they might not train side by side, but they know who they are from
Yeah.
the gym. They're like, oh yeah, I work out the same guy.
Yeah.
that
Like
guy does.
they're not doing the stuff with him, but like I'm over here doing my thing. But like Chris is getting ready for the meet over here, right?
At his
So
house.
at his house. So a different
Thank you.
Chris, the other Chris that comes here. and
One
trains.
Chris that actually shows up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and didn't cancel his membership in 18 or 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
It's probably 18.
but like they know that person was, so they're training at the same times, but they know that they're going to do that competition. So it's like, hey, I kind of know that guy. Like we've been here, we've been grinding, we've kind of seen the progression, and there is that support.
Well, that's like I did that post like a while back on our Instagram. about culture, and that, you know, this isn't necessarily a gym or facility, it's a culture of people. And the culture was kind of written by all the people that came before, all the injuries, all the successes, all the, you know, blood, sweat, tears, you know, that old saying, but it's the people that came before that kind of set this culture. And I tell people this gym is a very self-regulating gym.
Mm-hmm.
The people that used to train here and started training in their basement and then still tell everybody that this is the greatest gym in Omaha.
Respect. You know, but I mean, it's just those guys that came before that, you know, that were the world-class lifters or, you know, great at whatever they're doing. I mean, they kind of lay the groundwork, and it'll regulate itself. If you're here just to, like, obviously everybody likes to have a good time and, you know, shoot the shit with their friends and talk about whatever. And that's like Ed always said, that's some of the best memories you have is just hanging out with people at the gym talking.
So much fun.
But when it comes down to it, though, you're still going to train. Now, if you're just here to, like, completely be like a dipshit, you're probably going to phase yourself out because no one's going to, like, buy into it.
I'm still here.
True.
Yeah, it's just 1 or 2 times a month.
But Matt is really good for people of what not to do here.
Yeah, I'm a living example of, hey, listen.
You're like, here, you can do it that way, but here's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're doing what I did, and I would recommend you do something different.
We talked about this morning. We were talking about the elephant bar, and Nutter's like, that's why I use straps.
No shit.
And I was like, you know what? After Matt, we've decided for the meet, we're going to use straps.
Yeah.
See? Everybody needs a test dummy.
Everybody needs to learn. See? We're here for that.
But it's been a cool thing to see. Every year we see it. It's 12 years we've been doing this of change and growth. You know, there was quite a while there before we kept growing the gym, size-wise, square footage-wise. But after a while, I think you kind of get to a point where it's just right.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you add square footage, like for no reason.
Yeah, like we were just talking about that the other day. Like, what if you grew?
Well, you've helped rearrange a few times.
Like, if you grow, like, I feel like before you had this vision of, hey, I want to be able to accommodate all these things, right? I want to be able to accommodate, like you said, anyone who wants to do anything in a strength sport. Like, I want them to come here and find, like, oh shit, I can do that here, right? Whether strongman, CrossFit, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, you know, bodybuilding, whatever it is that you're looking to do, lose weight. Like, you have the things here. But at the point the gym is now, like, you could grow, you could add space, maybe you could spread some stuff out a little bit, but it's like the next growth I would envision would be like super intentional.
Yeah, I don't think like expanding the gym to we're like just around 10,000 square feet to go into like a 20 or 30,000 square feet. What's that really add to offer? Oh, like a hangout room for people?
Like this?
Some jiu-jitsu mats?
No, that would be a different thing. Obviously, that's very intentional.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a bad idea. I mean,
if I was going to partner with somebody, that would be like with like a John Hansen to run his crew through here because those guys are all just animal. They're on the same. John is on the same idea that we are. We want people to be the best in the world at whatever they're going to do. I'm not saying nobody else in Omaha is that way, but I just have known John for a long time.
Yeah.
John was trained here for a long time, and
confirmed.
But yeah, just to add a bunch of space, to be like, we have all this space. Well, what do you do with it? We have this like area you can like stand around and like stare at each other.
There's a stretching area,
and that doesn't even have to be that big.
But you know, one of those like stretching cages. That's what
we could jump. This is a jump rope section right over here.
Yeah, that guy. Where can I jump rope? Where the fuck there's open space?
Yeah, you can go outside.
Yeah.
Like it's very like, yeah, if I had a little bit more space to spread some stuff out, blah blah whatever. But yeah, I don't think just we're this many more square feet doesn't mean it's better.
If anything, we just need a bigger hangout spot so we can add like an archery range, you know, like a putting green.
An indoor pistol pit.
Yeah.
An indoor what?
Pistol pit.
Yeah. Well, we can do archery. We got archery in here.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Dude, I have thought about offering that as like a membership thing. Like you could have like one of those like launch monitors for golf.
Those things are probably not cheap.
No. Just the launch monitor, not the full simulator.
Oh, okay.
The launch monitors aren't bad.
I was going to say those.
But no, I mean,
eventually it'd probably pay for itself if it didn't have a lot of issues and you had to maintain it, you know.
I mean, it's always interesting to get people's input, what they think we should do differently or should add. I've never had somebody come up to me and be like, well, I shouldn't say never, but like, hey, you should get one of these.
We have one. It's over there.
Yeah. But yeah, like you talked about the pendulum squat. That's one I've looked at. People have talked about the pendulum squat. And I'm lucky I got some people that are like great, like fabricators. So I can buy things and just alter them to however I want them to be.
That might be the only like niche thing that's not here is the pendulum squat. If you think about it. Like,
There's some other ones people like, what's that new one? It's like, it's almost like a safety squat bar thing, but then you're holding on at the same time. It's all one machine. What's it called? The perfect squat or whatever. I was like, you can do that shit with a rack and a safety squat bar. If you can't figure out how to do something with all the different bars we have, you are like sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
We have like 30 plus bars.
Yep.
And probably 20 different bars.
Yeah.
Of those 30, there are probably 20 different
Probably a YouTube video on it. Hey, you want to do this? Somebody will show you how to do it in a squat rack. So
I don't have as many bars as Dave Tate does at Elite, but I can't be like super far behind him as far as the variety.
Right.
But no, we've been super lucky, blessed with a good community of people.
Yeah, and on that, I
12
think
years.
The thing I don't think it's apparent up front, but like the amount of free information and like guidance and like good information, not just like bro lift of like, hey, you got to have 1,000 grams of protein kind of thing, like legitimate good information for training and diet and like the amount of access here is phenomenal.
Yeah, and there's just the connections you can make. Mm-hmm. You know, like obviously we do. Tanner does a podcast with us. Actually, all of us met here, and then even Tanner, we do all of our supplement business with Tanner. We do a bunch of business. We've been great to find like people like Mark and Claire Rathjen at Core Physical Therapy, and we have like a great partnership with them. And this isn't like some kind of monetary partnership. Like Claire and Mark are good friends of mine. Like there's no monetary involvement. It's just that I know they're super good at what they do, and they know we're super good at what we do. And same thing with Tanner. Like we make fun of Tanner all the time, but I mean Tanner is a wealth of nutrition knowledge. And what he and
we make
Steve,
fun of Tanner all the
That's
time because
fucking
it's
huge.
easy to make fun of Tanner.
it's just easy to make fun of Tanner. Yeah,
It's pretty easy.
It's like playing dodgeball with kindergartners.
I mean, you're having fun and you like it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there.
But yeah, and just all the friendships. And if you look at, and it's anybody who listens to this that comes to the gym, think of how many friendships you've made at this gym. I mean, there's how many people, like we were talking about John Hansen. He met his wife here. And you know what I mean? Like I've had multiple, like he proposed to her here. We've had the Manleys that proposed here. I mean, there's plenty of people that have met their significant others here, or some of their best friends are from here. I mean, most of the people I hang out with in my life, I've met here.
yeah.
You know, we had Derek on. I mean, I met Derek here. And I mean, he might, and he's done phenomenal what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place, man.
Yeah, and like I said, Ed's 100% right. Some of the greatest memories are just meeting and talking to people. And it's like we just talk about lifting.
Well, we talk about all kinds of different stuff here.
I mean, like Kelly's a great friend of mine too, and who came on to the addiction podcast. Kelly's a great human being. Some of the guys who don't come here anymore, and I still talk to her, and I'm like Justin Groffs will always be one of the most impressive lifters I've ever watched and trained with.
True.
I mean, obviously Drew Heckman. I mean, Drew turned out to be a great lifter and a great person. And you would never figure that. You'd be like, oh, this dude's a fucking child psychologist. And like a pretty like sought after child psychologist. And you're like, oh, this fucking guy is probably a fucking nerd. No, he's a super good dude, great lifter. I mean, and there's plenty of people I talk to on a daily basis. Some older guys that come in here and give you just like a wealth of knowledge. Different business people. I mean, you can talk to anybody in here. And like Matt said, there's a wealth of free information, and it's not even have to be a lot about lifting. Mm-hmm. You might find somebody and be like, hey, man, I've been doing my taxes. What do you think about this? Yeah. And then there's somebody that's done everything in here.
Yep.
And I think a lot of times what you do in the gym and the environment and what you put out is how you are in life. Mm-hmm. And what you put into that. There's some great younger kids here that are turning out to be great lifters. They're starting to find out that USAPL sucks. So they start to listen. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, Amber and I have been super lucky to have a lot of great people come through here and continue to. Mm-hmm. But we didn't make it a long podcast, but I just we appreciate everybody that's been coming in, has come in, even the people that cancel their membership, like fucking Chris over here.
At 18 or 19.
Yeah. But no, we've been like, it's great people, and it's great people that make the community, that make the culture.
I fucking
I don't
tried.
care.
I said this. What was it last year? I was like, I'll just sign. And Brett's like, no, you don't have to.
Oh, and it's like a sympathy thing. He's like,
I'll just
basically, it was basically like, are you going to quit making fun of me if I sign up?
No, that's not what it was. That's not what it was. It's about
I
just
wouldn't.
supporting.
You know,
my
he used to
friend,
work off like 130 seconds.
support my friend in his business. You know,
He used to work off 130 second.
what the fuck's that got to do with anything?
It's fucking right up the street, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What? Yeah, but home is the other way.
yeah, but I live in South Dakota and I still come.
Oh yeah, and we know that's how long it takes you to fucking get here. We're
Right?
waiting for.
Well,
it.
because Matt drives like an elderly person. We all
Yeah.
know that. I've ridden with him.
Fuck yeah. Safety, bro.
Hey, the map says 4 hours,
Listen,
so
I'm probably
5.
gonna get killed when I get to the gym, so I'm gonna drive there safely because I'm something catastrophic.
I
is
can
gonna
only
happen.
afford to get hurt in one place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I can't crash and get hurt at the gym. Like I can do one or the other.
Yeah.
So
But overall, big thing is we appreciate everyone who's been a part of this community and continues to be a part of it. And we just want to keep going, keep putting out great people, great athletes, whatever you're training for, great weight loss stories, great whatever. Doesn't really matter. I mean, your father-in-law's training just to function,
fuck yeah.
still going after it. Mm-hmm. So that's it. We just kind of appreciate you guys. I mean, I appreciate these guys that are here with me. They were been here for a long time. Well, Matt, been here for a long time. And
You are
Tanner,
a piece
dude,
of
Tanner
shit.
drives from Utan. I mean, Tanner drives past his business on 170th and Center to 90th to train.
yeah, but I mean, initially Tanner basically had to pay people to hang out with him. So I mean, you got to look at it that way.
No,
I mean,
but-
he's like, oh man, they're not gonna be mean.
But you know,
to me
I
there,
was
I'm
laughing. People are
paying,
like,
you know,
well,
so-
and I mean, I don't laugh. It's to each their own, whatever they want to do. But they're like, yeah, no, man, I moved over to like 120th and Center, so I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I got people that come from. I mean, when Justin trained with us, he lived on the east side of Council Bluffs,
Yeah.
by like Iowa Western. Tanner drives from Utan. Ron and Betty, they drive from Utan, and we have kids come from Fremont.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's fine. It's everybody's preference, but
It's worth it.
I mean, yeah, if you want to train at the Mecca, it's here. I mean, we might not have all the square footage as some of the big box gyms, but you don't really need it based on what people can do here.
Truth.
But we appreciate you guys. We love all you guys who have been a part of this and continue to be a part of it. And we'll see you later.